I'm 22 and I want to talk about One Direction. Here's my background with One Direction. Also, here's my Harry poster just for a little bit of background context. Can you see that? I was in 8th grade in 2012. I came across a life-changing film, the One Thing music video on YouTube. I remember opening it. I had never heard of this band before. There were screaming children outside. I'm gonna have a cow. I remember watching it. Didn't know who these people were. Bunch of boys. Blech. And I remember distinctly looking at Harry and thinking that he was the one that was named Niall, because he looked the most British. And then it was game over from there. From that point on, that was 2012. That was 8 years ago, somewhere. So this is expanded across middle school, high school, undergrad, and here we are. So I was on Tumblr in 2012 through like maybe 2014. I had a personal blog, but I also had a One Direction blog. Not to brag, but I did have like 700 followers. So I met a lot of other One Direction fans. I was on Tiny Chat every night over the summer. The summer before my freshman year of high school, incredible, legendary, never seen before. I found all these other Directioners. Really hate that that's a part of my history, is calling myself a Directioner. Literally no idea who that is anymore. That's how I found One Direction. Over the years, it's just kind of welled up into this disgusting obsession. And so as you can imagine, when they broke up, my life ended. When Zayn left the band, that was the beginning of the end of my life for me. You know, like the end of life stages, that was the first one. I was in the car with my mom on my way home from an archery tournament. I'm an archer. Hi. I was eating a Chick-fil-A sandwich and I saw the tweets. I had a One Direction Twitter. Haven't deleted it. I use it to retweet my personal tweets at this point, just so I can get a little bit more clout. Hasn't worked so far, and might someday. Saw that Zayn left. I tweeted a bunch of horrific things, calling Zayn my tiny son, saying that I was sorry for making fun of the name Directioner. I'm really making like these last-ditch efforts to get this man back into my life. So that didn't happen, and then shortly thereafter, One Direction broke up altogether. I actually don't remember when that happened. I think I blacked out for that period of time. We're kind of in a coma from then up until now. Those memories have just been erased for me. My freshman year roommate and I, who is still a dear friend of mine, would die for her, and her mom was a huge One Direction fan too. She is literally me, but in a hotter body. So we bonded a lot over One Direction, and it was really incredible. I'm glad somebody else understood kind of where I was at. What I wanted to talk about was why I think One Direction is where it is now in their own individual careers, their solo careers. As we know, Harry is out there thriving. He is real and he is out there, and it's terrifying to me. Would go to prison for the rest of my life if he asked me to, no question about it. My boyfriend is very much aware that if Harry ever came up and presented himself to me for courtship, it is game over for my current relationship, and that's fine. He gets that. It Just Won, brilliant. Fine Line, literally sobbed the night it came out, December 12th. Wow. I'm not going to address that here because I could talk about that for weeks on end. Niall, I would say, has the second best career at the moment. I know that he's on tour and has released 1 or 2 albums at this point. I haven't really kept up with that man as I should, because I think I owe him that. Happy for him, love that for him. We stand forever. Hashtag let Niall sing. Zayn, I'd say, is doing third. He's had several bangers, but has come and disappeared in and out of my life periodically throughout the years. Mind of Mine, Take It Off, Pillow Talk, She, Wrong with Kalani. Are you kidding me? That album was brilliant. When that album came out, I thought, wow, we're in for a wild ride with this one. I just knocked my own glasses off. Whatever. And he kind of disappeared for a while. He's kind of been around. We know that man's very talented. Hot take, I think he's more talented than Harry is in terms of natural talent. I will not be reading the comments on that one. He released Icarus Falls like maybe a year or two ago. I literally only liked one song off that album. Rainberry popped off. No idea who Liam Payne is. 404 does not compute. Louis Tomlinson. Well, first of all, he's had it rough since the split. So I really don't blame him for not being super active in the industry. I really don't blame him for that. Had a good song, what was it? Miss You? I don't think that was from an album, I think it was just a single. I haven't heard anything else from him. But like I said, I don't really blame him for not being as active as Harry or Niall. He's a whole father. He and Liam Payne, who I don't know who that is, are like whole fathers now. Does that not make sense to anybody else? Can I get an amen from the congregation? Thank you. So I'm 22 now. My love for One Direction, minus Zayn, as much as I do know who that man is, I also don't, you know what I mean? Post like 2014, 15, whenever he left, don't know who that is anymore. I don't know what it is. Made in the AM was really good. I mean, What a Feeling, are you kidding me? 4? Still holds up. I have all their albums on records aside from the first 3. I don't have all the records, I only have 4 and Made in the AM. That was a lie on my part, sorry. I don't know why it's like stuck with me all this time. I mean, I've changed so much in the last 8 years, as anybody would. Went through high school, I went through undergrad, I moved cities twice. But somehow, this band risen above this plane of existence to continue to affect me this far into my lifespan. Don't know why that is. I think it's some black voodoo magic that I do not, I'm not gonna fool with that one. I'm not gonna fool with that one. I think it has to do with like, I met so many people because of them. I used to be on Tiny Chat every night during summer 2012. So I met a lot of people through that. That was like the catalyst for the rest of my online friendships that I made after that. And also, I met my best friend my freshman year of high school. I met her because we were in choir together. I was a choir girl. Hi, can you say talent? Me neither. On the first day, and we had to talk about what our favorite song was, and then I threw out a Give Me Love by Ed Sheeran. Classic, if you will. I also found Ed Sheeran through One Direction. No, not One Direction. The Chicken or the Egg, don't know which one came first. Wouldn't have said that had I not known about One Direction. And if I had known about One Direction, I really don't know what that year would have turned out like. Through her, I met my all-time best friend. Brilliant. Love her. Nearly all of it dials down, like all these people, from my One Direction obsession. I was so annoying about it back then. People were so fed up with me, which like, me too. Just from tweeting about them so much, talking about them. I saw them in concert June 2012 on the Up All Night tour in Atlanta. Didn't see them again. Biggest regret of my life. But we're not gonna talk about that right now. It's just weird that all of, like, essentially who I am now stems from knowing about One Direction when I was 14. From the years of 14 to 22, virtually everything that has happened to me to make me into who I am now has come from knowing of that band and being really obsessed with that band. Still am obsessed with that band. I'd be really interested to know what I would be like now had I not watched that stupid video and thought that Harry was Niall, because he looked the most British. I hate them, but like, no I don't. But like, yeah I do. Like, yeah I do. Anybody who's like 20 and up who was in my same boat of being One Direction stan way back then and still is, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that I hate them, but like, no I don't, but also, yes I do. My boyfriend is calling me. Doesn't he know I'm giving a State of the Union address? I don't know. Stream Up All Night. Stream Take Me Home. Stream 4. Stream Made in AM. We don't acknowledge Midnight Memories around here. I'm sure some people would like to shoot me over that opinion, but in this house, we don't know what that album is. Thanks. That's it.